Hello, everyone. Let's do some in-house stuff. Let me know if the sound is good. I have a little bit sore throat, and I'm trying to deal with that. So please pardon me for my voice. So if someone can let me know how the sound is good, so then I can make an adjustment if need to be. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, Steven, sound is good. Oh, sound is good. Okay, just checking so I know who is here. I know Godwin is here. Steven is in here. Darian. Okay. Um, and so keep checking in. It's been a while. Okay, Emmanuel is here. Samuel is here. Okay, it's been a while since we did another. We had another conversation. Um, and so even though I am under the weather, I wanted to get this email. This I wanted to start this dialogue because Eve is in the house. Um, because I've been getting some emails and I haven't responded, and I wanted the people to know that there's a reason why I haven't responded because I wanted to do this video to kind of like cover everything. So hopefully you are doing well. So if you just join in, my voice is a little bit crispy or whatever you want to call it because I have a sore throat, so I'm dealing with that. But life doesn't stop because you got a situation, right? So time still moves on. So anyway, so I want what so the most important thing I wanted to do this video is that um I've been doing YouTube for some time, and especially the last year since I came back from Ghana. There's been a lot of requests, for to help people and that kind of stuff. And I think for foremost, I've been able to to help you guys. And so I wanted to tell you that for me going forward is that with all the input and all the concerns and all the stories I had, um, you know, and some were terrible stories about people's experiences in building and all the stuff. I decided, you know what, I think I have a solution for that. So, I've been thinking about this since last year, but I think like all the stars are aligned and everything is ready. So I decided to get into real estate, you know, building in Ghana. That is the choice I made, and so that is what I'm going to do. I wanted to do it a little bit different, a little bit differently. So it's kind of like how we do it here, So we're gonna have like a contract and explain all the terms, what we're gonna do and that kind of stuff. And also, so that part of the real estate company is gonna have a luxury vacation rental part of that. So I'll go into detail on both. And then the third component. So the company is like a three companies that I combined together. The third component will be security. So, and I think what I'm trying to do, no company in Ghana is doing it. Usually it's like all these are separate entities. So what we're trying to do is, build your house, and then when you are not available, we can rent the house for you so you can make income and also show you how to protect yourself, right? So, and nobody's doing that. So, because we want you to enjoy the fruit of your labor without any stress. So that is something different we are doing. But there's a way I want to do it. I want to do it with more transparency. I want to do it with you guys involved in terms of knowing the process. What the money is doing, where the money is going, and also like sending you pictures. to verify that, we actually job has been completed, and that kind of stuff. So I think, nobody's doing what I'm trying to do. I don't think so. And so one of the things that when I decided to get into the real estate and the Ghana stuff was, so the question was, should I register the company in Ghana or register it in the US? And I decided to do in the US simply because, and you guys are aware, if I registered in Ghana and something happens, you have no grievances, right? Because, and that's what happens when people take your money in Ghana and they don't do what they're supposed to do. I mean, what really can you do, right? And so, I mean, try to go to the Ghana court system, that's a joke. And so, and this is like from family members that have dealt with these things, right? So I use this as lesson, and I wanted to do it in the US because um, if we go into contract and you pay for services and it's not, and I don't provide the services, there's a way you can address that, right? So I did it to let you know that I have nothing to hide, to be transparent about the process so that you are not a victim, right? And so, and that is a good thing for you. If you look at it from that prospect, that's a good thing. So, and also I know that, building is not easy. I've gone through that process. Some of us work, I worked two jobs for many, many years, probably 14, 15 years, right? And so it's like, I understand that. I understand the struggle to work hard and then send money and things are not done. So I understand that. So for me, it's very personal. So I wanted to do that, in terms of the business aspect, registration, working with the tax issues, getting registered the business and all that stuff. All is completed. Okay, all the legal stuff is completed. The website is almost done. Um, and so we just doing the final details, right? So that is the construction aspect. The team is good. My architect is on board, which is awesome. Okay, I know some of you are working with him. So not only we're gonna give you a unique plan, we can compete with anybody in Ghana. I have no problem with that. Don't fool you. The house in Trozaco, I've looked at all those plans. I'm telling you, it's still at average at best. So I know we have, I'm using one of the best architects in the state of Minnesota here. So I'm very confident we can build you something, whatever you can dream of, we can deliver. So we start with that, with the architectural drawings, and then we have a team in place. So this also involves that I have to go to Ghana often to oversee the project and all those things. It's not something I just want to sit down there and people are just doing whatever they want. So we have the building crew, we have the electrical crew, we have everything, the team in place. So when I go to Ghana, I'm going to assemble them and put everybody in line what we're trying to do and stuff like that. So we have all the components aspect. We have somebody that's going to make sure your privacy is protected, all the security stuff in terms of your card and everything, transactions and everything. We have everybody on par with what we're trying to do, because I want, I'm treating these things like $1 billion company. So that is the mindset that we will be doing. So that is the construction part. Then in the website, so when you come to the website, there's consultation and estimate. I want to explain this thing. So consultation is like when you kind of like ready, but you have certain questions, right? We want you to go in that page. It's a paid service, okay? It's a business we're trying to run, right? So go in there, pay for that service, put your questions and everything, and then you get to schedule a video conference or a phone conference, right? It's 30 minutes or an hour. You get to pick, and then you see my availabilities, and then let's say you do that, you sign up, you pay for that service. If it's a video conference, I'll call you during that time. We have that discussion, and then you can ask any questions, all your concerns and everything, and stuff like that. Then there's another part, which is the estimation, right? So if you want us to give you an estimate, so you're going to go in there similar, you pay for that services, we'll ask for a blueprint. So then that helps a lot and the thing with estimate is that we have to send people to the field, right? Ghana is not like the US. You can sit on the internet and then get code, right? We have to send all these people into the field. That costs some money, right? That so that's reasonable. And then we'll send you in a document form itemized, right? And then we can take it from there. The construction, how it's going to work is that, okay? So hopefully the construction will start with estimation. Once we get estimation, you pay for that service, go through all that stuff. We bring you the code and you say, okay, let's do this. But then we'll send you a contract, right? I didn't put any wording in there. There's no fine print. It's just basic thing. I'm trying, I want to be transparent. Okay. So you can read and understand everything in the contract. So it's a 2-page contract. We send you the contract, when we're going to start, the cost and everything. You have two options. You can pay everything up front. Okay. That would be including labor and materials, or we can give you a deposit. We can say, okay, here's the deposit. Okay. The deposit order must include all the materials, because this is what we are trying to avoid. You guys know that the materials in Ghana jump week to week. So we don't want to do it. We don't want to come back to you and say, hey, the material has gone up, so we need more money. So we're trying to secure the material right away. Okay. So you pay for all the material right away and some labor. We start working, send you pictures. When everything is completed, as designated in the contract, we send you a final picture, and then you make your final payment. Okay. So you'll be good with that. You'll be good with that. So that's how the construction part is going to work. Okay. So, and this is different. I have never even seen a building contract in Ghana, and so I'm putting things in there so that, you can be at ease and knowing that, hey, finally I can have a company that actually will deliver, and we will deliver. Okay. And stuff like that. So that is the aspect. Now, the rental property. Okay. If you go to Airbnb, there's a lot of, houses that you can find in Ghana on Airbnb. We're doing something different. We're not doing that model, because you go to Airbnb, you can get low end to high end. We are trying to do moderate to high end properties. And so in order for me to host your property on my site, okay, there has to be some requirement. Okay. Like, we need water, has to be abundant. You need a power backup system. So I'm just giving an example, right? Because we want people to rent these vacation homes and not have to deal with the basic necessities, right? We want to avoid that. Okay. And stuff like that. So that is how we are doing it. And so then, for example, if you tell me, hey, I want to, can you host my property? I say, okay, does it meet all this requirement? We'll take pictures. We're not doing cell phone pictures that we're going to post. We're actually going to send a team and take quality pictures so we can look presentable on the website. Okay. We're not cutting corners. We're trying to do this first class. Okay. And then you and I will get into some kind of agreement in terms of, okay, distribution of, revenue, that kind of stuff. We can do that. Now, if we build your property for you and we host it on the website, when we go into some kind of rental agreement, hosting it, okay, because we build your property, your return on investment is a little bit higher than hosting somebody else, right? I think it's fair to do it that way. So, and the reason a lot of people do not build their website in Ghana and host their properties, one, is very, very expensive. Two, finding a payment processor is very, very difficult, right? In the US, we can get somebody to to process all these payment, credit cards and that kind of stuff. So in Ghana, you can't, at least not like individual. Okay, so it's very, very difficult because of security reasons and that kind of stuff. So, but we can do that. So that is one of the things I'm trying to do. So if you have a house, you think it's in good condition, let's start a conversation, and then we can see what we can do about that. Right, so that is a rental property. The rental property, how it's going to work is that you're going to Ghana, you need a place to stay. You go in there, you can check out the date. It will show all the property that is available within that date. You have options. You see the amenities. It's an elegant website. I can't wait to show you guys. Right, it's beautiful. The designers are doing a great job. So and then you pick, and the standard stuff, we require like a deposit, security deposit. That makes sense, right? So that is basic security deposit, cleaning fee, service fee, and then the rate. At a certain point, we'll offer like, discount like code for the subscribers only for specific time. So all those things will come, and then you book it. You can add other extra things like shuttle to the airport back and forth, and that kind of stuff. And then there'll be a property manager who will meet you on site, make sure everything is checked in, everything looks good, and that kind of stuff. We are trying to do it very, very nice, right? We don't want to go to vacation and all this nonsense, all this nonsense going on. I don't want to do that. I depend high quality stuff, and I'm not going to cut corners in that kind of stuff. So, if you work hard and you get together, you want to make sure at least there's water, right? At least there's light, right? There's AC in the house. At least the design in the room looks like a home. I want it to, like, when you visit, it's more like a home than it's a rental place, right? So that is what we are trying to do, right? So that's a rental property. The third one will be the security aspect, which it's like there's still that part of the website is being developed starting tomorrow. So that will be a whole different thing. So I'm going to tackle everything. That is a subscription only. Okay, there'll be a series of videos and materials and stuff like that from everything. We're going to tackle everything from mindset, preparation, avoidance. We're going to go everything. Defensive measures, we're going to go the whole thing. Training, firearm training, everything. That'll be over there. That's a subscription only. So that one will come in. So we are doing these things seriously, and there's a team. There's a highly qualified people behind me. Okay, I'm just the face of the company, and stuff. But I have incredible people working all aspects, from website, legal team, security guys, builders, all everything. So I'm really excited I'm really excited to bring this to your attention. That's why I feel like I needed to do this thing. So if you are thinking about building or starting building in the next few months, I would say start getting ready. Start getting ready. Start preparing. If you haven't done your blueprint and you think about code, start working your blueprint. If you need somebody, the architectural drawing, we can start right away and stuff like that. So because this is what I'm trying to do. I've heard the stories and I'm offering you a solution, right? But I know we are hard-headed sometimes. We still want to go try the other stuff. The other stuff that, is not working very, very well, right? Some of us would like to do that, okay? And I suggest don't do that. Okay, there's a way. I built from here, and I was able to prove that it can be done without you having, somebody taking the money and playing some funny games. I've done that, and in that process, I learned a lot. All the mistakes I made, the waste is a lot. I can tell you that I probably put about $50,000 in waste. Okay, and so as the company that I've started, the goal is to avoid all those things. Like, for example, it makes sense if you want to go dig borehole to go test to see actually there's water on the land, right? Instead of spending like $2,000 digging and you don't find water. So all this stuff, we're trying to avoid these things, right? We want to be efficient because I know how hard it is to make your money. I know. Okay. So we want to be efficient in everything we're trying to do. So when we bring you a code, you're going to look at it like it's a little bit high. Yes, a little bit high because we're going to deliver. We're going to do certain things. We are not cutting corners like some people would do. I want to build a house that is to my specifications, something I would love to live in. And trust me, my standards are pretty high. Okay. So that is what all these things goes in, right? And sometimes, like, so we are doing everything from architectural drawing to land stuff all the way to renovation to additions. No, excuse me. So we are trying to do everything in the right way, right? and stuff like that. So that involves time and money and all that stuff. So we are not going to be the cheapest. No, we can't be, because what we are providing is the best. So we can be, which is we are providing you a quality product and a peace of mind, right? We are trying to remove the anxiety, the stress. Sometimes people have become depressed in building this process, right? It's real, it's real. So I have proven can be done, and I'm not going to do anything that I haven't done or I have no clue about. Okay, I have proven can be done. So all the mistakes that I made that cost me time and money, I'm avoiding all that so that you can benefit from that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, we also running a business and we have to take care of people and all that kind of stuff. So it's not about, I can promise you that we are not going to be the cheapest. We're not going to be crazy high. I think we're going to be reasonable, but we're going to produce something that you're going to love, that we're going to be transparent. We're going to send you pictures. When we're done with the work, we're going to send you pictures, so that actually the work is done. We're gonna tell you everything that is going. We're gonna be open in how we're doing things. When we find challenges, we'll bring it to your attention. We want you to be involved, make some of the decisions, right? Like when we do, for example, when we do electrical, we're gonna do we're gonna do everything. So that means we're gonna look at, okay, it's down the road. If you want to do generator, if you want to do like solar, we're gonna wire all that for that, right? And make that provision. So that means the electrical cost is going to be a little bit higher compared to having somebody just do lighting system, right? So those kind of things, because we know eventually you will want to be able to do those things, right? And it doesn't make sense to go start cracking walls. So we're going to do our plumbing right away when we're doing foundation. So we're not there like cracking the wall. So all these things, there's a way we want to do it, right? And that comes in the cost and all that aspect. But we're gonna be fair, we're gonna be transparent, we're gonna deliver. We're gonna deliver. You're gonna have access to us, with our email, phone calls, and everything, and stuff like that. So that is the stuff that is coming up, and I'm really, really, really excited that the team has come together. So I wanted to bring this to your attention. And so let me know if you have any questions. You can start throwing them in there. Okay. So company is gonna start. We're working on all the final details. I have to test everything. I have to test the payment system to make sure the credit card, everything is gonna post. The only thing, so in terms of payment aspect, the consultation estimate and the rental, where you can pay with credit card, through PayPal and that kind of stuff. And you can process that. For the contract, what we're going to do is like we probably going to do like a bank wire or ACH. That is the best way. That will also reduce the fees that you have to pay if it's through PayPal and that kind of stuff. So that is how we're going to do it, and everything will be tracked. The balances and everything. So we want to be good. We're going to be good for our word. So when we go in the contract and we say, okay, hey, when the final day of delivery, the final payment should be paid X number of days, we hope you honor that, because then that start affecting how we structure everything. So we're going to deliver. I have no problem going to deliver. So that means I have to make a couple of trips, to Ghana through the course of the year, just to oversee, excuse me, just to oversee the project and that kind of stuff. So start planning. I already talked to some people that we're going to start building for them. We already made plans on when we're going to start. So if you send me an email about code request and all that stuff, and I haven't responded, is because I'm putting all this stuff together. Soon I'm going to send you guys to the website. Everything is set. The Instagram page, Facebook, everything is set. We're just doing some few little things so then I can get it ready. You guys can go there. There's a phone number over there that you can call. So the team is phenomenal. all because we want you to deliver something that is lacking in Ghana, right? And we're gonna do that. So in the meantime, we can do the architecture drawings. My architect is on board, and he's so excited to give you incredible design plans, stuff like that. So we don't have to compromise. And he's great, very, very great to work with, and he's going to do exactly what you want, and better, make it better for you. Sometimes an architect in Ghana has a way of doing things, and they don't want to budge, right? So I'm excited. So anyway, you can start. So if you have any more questions, just throw in there. I'll go through the comment and see how things are going. Yeah, so something like pre-test, right? You should do pre-test before drilling. I think it makes sense. So that is the thing that we're trying to do, is that we're gonna tighten a little bit how we do stuff, because sometimes the way we do things in Ghana, like especially doing building, doesn't make sense and stuff like that. So we wanna control that and have them do things certain way, right? Because so Raekwon says, how do we get a code for foundation work? So how it's going to work is, once the website is ready, you're gonna go in the main page. You can do get estimate, right? You click get estimate. You put your information in there. If you have something like a blueprint, right, for the foundation, okay, you can upload it over there, or you can do Google Docs. So you can create that in Google Docs, send a link. You can post the link in that column, and then you pay for the fee, whatever, and then you send it. You send it. We will get it. So you put a contact information, all that stuff. So we will get it. We may have to visit the site, and that kind of stuff. And so we send a team over there. They will do all that stuff, and then we're gonna respond back to you with an itemized code. We don't want to give you like foundation is like $10,000. We're gonna try to give itemized, cement, block, labor. We're gonna try to give you that so the numbers make sense. And then we're gonna send it to you, and then if you think it's good, and then we can go. So let's do it. Then we go into the contract. On the page, you can see the contract. Basically, you can read it over there, and it's the same contract. It said that it's a PDF, so you can read it ahead of time and see what it is. And so when we send it to you, just will be filled with the numbers and that kind of stuff. So you can read that ahead of time to know what the expectations are. Sample designs on our website. Can you repeat that? Oh, so sample designs. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that. So on the website, like for example, you see my building in there, and then when I go to Ghana, I'm going to take some pictures of building that my developer has built. We're going to have that samples, but I can tell you is, we can build. We can build. I have no worry. We can build. Okay, the team is very, very competent. I have no worry about that. So we have structural engineers, in place, and stuff like that. So we can build. My house was a test, and it's like, and even my architect was involved the whole time. When we're in Ghana, so let me know if the builders have any challenges. Give me a call and stuff like that. So the team is very good. Is very, very good. So we're gonna have that. It's like we don't want to do. So like we don't want to do a situation like you go to some of the real estate company, they have like this 3D model homes. We don't want to do that. We want actual homes, right? That we built. That's what we want to do. We want to do that. Do you secure the land or just build a house? Yeah, so secure the land. You always secure the land. You can do that as you are building. But I always say like I mean, depending on what area it is, right? I mean, and also money plays a role. But if you have somebody occupied. If you don't have the money to build everything, you can have somebody occupied. You can just do like a kiosk made wood structure, something like that. Have somebody occupy that. But Fencing is very, very important. I think fencing is kind of like will let people know how this place is occupied and that kind of stuff. Because sometimes if it's not fenced, somebody may buy the adjacent land and next thing you know, they take 5 feet, 10 feet encroach into your land. So fencing is very, very important. And so one of the things that we wanted to do the consultation is that like sometimes people send me an email and I'm like, man, it's like this question has more depth and the email is not going to do justice. So you go to the website, you pick your consultation, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and then through the phone call, the video call, we can sit one-on-one, then you can ask all the questions and all that kind of stuff. And so I think that, and then you can write things down and stuff like that. So that I think that's much better. Like sometimes, the email just like two paragraphs and stuff like that. So the construction, one of the things we can do is that so some say, can we use our own labor for digging and use a mason for the foundation work? Um, it can be done, but ideally, it makes sense to use one person because as they are reading the plan and they are digging, and then they start the foundation work, there may be some adjustment to be made, right? So there's certain things that you want to keep like the same person for continuity, for better continuity. So that's the problem. But excuse me. But if it's already dogged out and then we come in, yeah, and we need to make adjustment, we'll make adjustment. But I think that it's better to have a continuity of the same group that is doing the digging because as they are digging, the engineer is over there or the builder is over there, doing the measurement, make sure everything is done into that specifications. And so in the building too, we can do a whole complete building or we can do project by project. So that's one options. Oh, security. So we will do that. It's like so we will do land acquisition. That's one of the processes we're going to provide. The land acquisition, I think, to be realistic, is going to be somehow limited because in a sense limited in the sense that we can't go to every region because this thing, so how we do it is you still have to do investigation on the ground, right? Um, and so you still have to know who owns the land, what is the story, and all that kind. So we do all that stuff, right? We just don't take the chief's word for it or the owner's word for it. And if the distance is too far, if you're driving like 10 hours to back and forth, whatever, then it's like it's hard for you to be over there and still do inquiries and stuff like that. So yeah, we plan on doing like land acquisition and stuff. So if you if we can do it, we'll tell you. If the place is too far and stuff like that, we'll let you know. So we will do that, and then we'll help you with the paperwork, registration, and all that stuff. Yeah, we can do both. We can acquire land and build. We can do both. But like I said, we'll be limited. Um, Somebody said I have a half wall fence. Is it enough to deter encroachment? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, when you do your fence wall, I mean, you don't. So all the fence wall is you're trying to demonstrate is that this place is occupied, right? So it doesn't have to be 10 feet. It's just more like to make sure there's this part of the property is like occupied and stuff like that. But ideally, the thing too is like if you like the neighborhood boys, neighborhood guys know what is going on. So sometimes is you just find a few people, give them a few money, give them your phone number, let them tell you, um, whatever somebody makes a move and that kind of stuff, right? So we know how to do that. So just one of those things to think about. Okay, so Right. So any more questions? Um, yeah. So that is what is going to be happening soon. Um, I still need to do a video about the AC. AC is done. I still need to do some touch up before the video. By the way, I went with a generator for all the reasons on the previous video, and that one will be done. Today's what? Saturday. So I think by Monday, Tuesday will be wrapped up and stuff like that. I'll reconsider solar. I reconsider like solar for down the road and stuff like that. So yeah, ask general questions. So you can ask general questions about the new company, and then I'll talk. Yeah, okay. So don't let me forget, moderator. Don't let me forget about the general questions. So the security stuff. So the security stuff is how we're gonna do it is already made 4 videos already on that with intro videos, so 5 is ready. So the security stuff we're gonna talk about mindset. And I'm all about mindset because you gotta think like the criminal, what the criminal sees. And this is so lacking in Ghana, I'm telling you. I look, it's a joke. It's a joke. I lived here, right? And I was able to know certain information about the president and vice president. And I lived here, right? It's a joke. I'll just leave that. It's a joke. So um, this is an area that's very, very important that I'm gonna address. So I'm gonna go from the mindset preparation. I'm even gonna show you. I've done a video already about first aid kit. Some of the things that you may encounter in Ghana, right? How to treat them, treat yourself, because you're not gonna be waiting for any medical team. And because what people will be doing is like they will be taking videos and sending a WhatsApp. That's what is gonna happen. So I put like a video together of what you need in your first aid kit, in your vehicle, in your purse, in your cargo pants, to stop any type of bleeding. I've done that video already. So we're gonna go through that. Okay, preparation mindset, how to spot things, how to read people very well. Okay, predators, you can see them. Tell you can see them. Body language, you can see them. Eye contact, things to pick up for, right? Things that looks just retrain your brain to look things that are like not normal. So that is the beginning. We're going to build all that. Then we're going to go into how to respond, right? How to respond to that. So we're going to go from that because you have to have the mindset. Like, for example, a lot of people have this mind. It's very, very difficult for them to take a life, right? It's very, very difficult for them because of a lot of reasons, sometimes religious reason. But the issue is that you are not taking a life. You are preserving your life. You are preserving your life. The perpetrator made a decision, and that is what caused the repercussions. You didn't go offensive, you went defensive. And why? And so your life must be so valuable to you that you want to preserve it at any cost. Because maybe you have children that would not be able to live without you, right? They depend on you for the thing. So it's about how you process the information. Okay. So we're gonna go through that, we're gonna do surgery, remove some of the stuff that have been put over there and prepare you to deal with anything. Then we're going to show you the skills to actually defend yourself effectively. Okay. But we have to get the mind right because other than that, the two will be a danger to you. Does it make sense? So I'm not cutting corners. We're building from the beginning and eventually we're going to, weapons are always available everywhere you are. Right. So it's about that. We're going to go through that. So that'll be a paid subscription thing that you subscribe and then you subscribe for 6 months. You get everything that is loaded for 6 months. You do 1 year subscription, you get everything. So I plan to upload maybe 2 more videos before I go to Ghana. I'll do some videos in Ghana about the training stuff. And then when I come back, I'll be doing the videos about all that stuff. Okay. So general question. Fixtures from China. It's always hard. It's always hard because it's like you have to know quality. Quality grades varies a lot, and you don't know sometimes. You are very good. They can make silver look like gold. So you have to be careful. I was hoping you could go into your detail how to check for water boiling. That stuff. Yeah, so ideally for the borehole, what they should do is like they should drill. So they first come in there, they must test for water. And I don't know the details too much, but that's the first step before they actually do drilling. And it could also be they have to test different site on the property, to do that before they go into drilling. Um, and so, but sometimes people come in there and then they just drill because they want that money. So just go there and drill, and then nothing comes up, and then you just wasted some money. So we try to avoid that. Um, yeah. So for the company, so we can do what I'm. So there's two ways. If your money is ready, we can build right the whole thing, but we can also do project per project. One of the reasons why we doing contract is that like because we're not doing oral changes. Like let's say you say we should do plumbing. Now we're doing plumbing. You say, oh, by the way, I want to do electrical. Okay, so we got to do another contract for electrical. So we want to keep it that way because we don't want a situation that whatever we're saying to you, we have to put in writing, right? So then we can hold each other accountable. We don't want to be like be on the phone and be making changes. So we are not going to do that because then that's that like messing it up. We got to remember who said what and stuff like that. So everything will be writing. We can do we can do whole building from land acquisition, all the things, foundation, structure, and everything, paint and everything, tile work and all that stuff. Or we can come in and take project. So I wanted to because not everybody has, 500,000, $1 million to just go up and do it. So we want to be able to work with people, right? So if it's just foundation, we come and do foundation. If it's just plumbing, we can come and do plumbing and that kind of stuff. And then maybe sometimes we'll be like, hey, we know you want to do this part, but why don't you wait so we can do these two projects together because it makes sense that way, that kind of stuff. So that is where the consultation, we will try to be, I'm trying to be transparent and sometimes you may come, you say, you know what, maybe wait, save some more money and then we can do other things. So then they go together. So then you are not wasting money. Company's name. Don't go look it up. Okay. So the company's name, I tried a couple of names and it's like the domain was taken. So eventually, it came out to Royal Consulting Solutions. So that is the company's name. That's what it's going to be. Royal Consulting Solutions. But we'll take it with that. We are royal because we are royalty, right? We are kings and queens. We don't devalue who we are and we don't let other people tell us who we are. So we like that name, and then we provide solutions. So I think we have something here. We have something magic. So and I need you guys to come on board and let's make this thing. Because when I started YouTube, one of my goals, big goal, was to put the criminals in Ghana out of business. So I need you guys to help me out, so we can make it happen. And I didn't know it was gonna be this avenue, but after a while, I think it was like, something say, you know what, I can do this. Let's put a team together, and so we are about to do this. So this will become, this is not going to be a side thing for me. This is going to be like a permanent thing that I'm going to be doing. So I'm putting everything, time, money, and resources, everything in it to make it you know, the top real estate company in Africa. We're going to start with that, and so and we're going to do it right. We're going to do it right. So and that is why I registered everything here, and stuff like that. So we're gonna do it right. And so you start preparing yourself, and then once I'll do another video once I launch the company, everything. I'll share the Facebook page, Instagram page, and all that stuff, and YouTube page, and then so just stay put, right? Suspend your projects. Relief is on the way. That is what we're trying to provide. We're gonna try to be fair. We also a business. We're gonna build everything. We're gonna treat every project like what I want for myself. I think it's fair that way because I know it's not easy here. So we're gonna do that. Um, fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers. You can. I bought mine here. Like this one. So it used to be. There's grades. So there's A, B, and C. So this is like 3 in 1. Okay. So this is A, B, and C. And so basically, I can use it for oil, fire, electrical stuff, right? And to do that. So I have in the house, I have 3 here. I think one in the basement, one in the kitchen, and one upstairs. And then in Ghana, I have about, I think, 4 or 5. So it's those things, So and yeah, it's very important to have that. So you can get them. You can get them. This brand is very good. If you're in the US, the Kitty brand is very good. It's called Kitty. Yeah, the kid or whatever. So KIDDE. That brand is very good. So you can get. I don't know what in Europe they have over there. So I think those things. So like for example, like for the rental property, like actually, you know what? I'm gonna be renting my house in there, right? Um, and so we're still working on the numbers, and there'll be fire extinguishers. There will be, you know, dry and washer. The old days of washing your underwear, hanging it behind the house on the rope. No, we're not doing that. So that kind of stuff. So and I think for my property, rental will begin September, right? September. So I'm gonna rent a whole 3,000 square feet. So it's a big space, 3 bedroom suite. So you get everything, nice furniture, everything in the property is like, I said a few things came from outside. All the bed frames, the sheets, the mattresses, the dresser, end tables, all that stuff came from the US, stuff like that. So we try to give you something nice and luxury, stuff like that. So, but we'll talk more as we get there. So I'm really excited about the property rental and stuff like that. So, but my property will be available starting September 1st. I know some other properties might be available before that, but I have to, post them and do that kind of stuff. So, but we can do this. We can do this. It's like help me help you, right? So you don't have to build in Ghana and be taken advantage of. That nonsense has to stop. So, and I believe that we can do that. We can do that, and the buck stocks with me, right? So if you pay us and it's not delivered, I'm responsible for that, right? So we take care of that. um it's not like I can say, oh, the carpenter took the money and ran away. We're not gonna do that. So we honor our words and our commitment. So stay put, right? Don't give up. Start saving. Get your stuff ready. Um, so we, like I said, so the we have security on rental property. Like my house is secure. I have a bunch of stuff in there that I'm not even gonna talk about it publicly now. So it's fine. It's like we okay. And so that is one of the things too. It's like every house that I'm gonna host on the website, we're gonna do security assessment, right? We're gonna see all the vulnerabilities and try to like close some of this stuff And so that's what I'm saying, that the thing I'm trying to do, nobody's doing in Ghana. And because I've talked to a lot of people in the security, Ghana security is a job. Trust me. They're not even, their brain is not even processing that far. So that's the things we want to do. We want our rental place to be secured, to be secured, and that kind of stuff. So that means, um, and what I'm going to do is, like, when I go to Ghana, all this potential rental place, I have to, I'm going to tell the people, like, look, maybe it's ready, but I feel like there's lapses, and the lapses is like two ways. Either we fix it, or I can fix it. I can fix those security stuff and then deduct it from the revenue agreement. But it's not going to be something that you are worried about stuff. So we take the stuff we can do. We are not helpless. We will take care of those things. Yeah. So this one, because you guys know building from here is a challenge. It's a big challenge. So, and we are trying to fix that. Getting information in Ghana is hard. It's hard, right? So I feel like this is the time, because the team, it's like there's a lot of people that are ready. That think the way I think, that are ready. So we are looking forward. We are looking forward to that. So that is why I wanted to bring this to your attention. So when the website becomes ready, go in there, support, use the consultation, right? Pay service, estimate, blueprint, and that kind of stuff. Preferably, for those two, we will do like a video. I don't care. Like, if you set up video conferencing, it doesn't cost you more than phone. Sometimes people want to see people in your face and talk to them. That's fine. Or we can do the phone, and it's 30 minutes or 1 hour. And we can have that, get you all your questions and everything answered, and then we can move forward from that. So, I thought I was going to take a break when I go to Ghana, but it's not easy. But anyway, but it is what it is. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited, and we're gonna get it done. So stay positive and stop saving your money, and then we're gonna take it from there. So those who have emailed me, it's not that I haven't responded. It's just like, I want to get this company ready, and then I'll send you everything, and then we can work through that. There's a phone number that is there. You can reach me. It's a live phone number and stuff like that, so that we can work through all that stuff and then keep it moving and get your house built. And it's going to be one of the best homes in Ghana, no doubt about it. No doubt. We're not going to compromise. Okay, it's going to be beautiful homes that we put over there. Okay. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for, excuse me for my voice. I feel like I didn't want to wait for a week. I needed to let people know that I've received their messages, and this is why I've not responded directly to them. So and everything will go through the website. So once it's ready, we're gonna launch it, and then we're gonna do something incredible. So I'll do another video. I don't know when. It may be certain videos before the website is launched, but we'll keep it moving and stuff like that. So in the meantime, support the channel. Share the videos, and then keep saving, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you all, guys. Take care. Bye bye.